Lydia. My name is Ginny, and I'll be your social worker for this session. I just wanted to let you know that everything that we say is confidential, unless you say something that I feel like you might be going to do some harm to yourself or others. But other than that, everything we say is just between you and me. So please feel free to just share whatever you feel comfortable with. So, what brought you here today?
There's some issues with my family regarding my mom's health. My mom has a terminal illness, and there's like 4 siblings. I'm the second, and I have an older sister, a younger sister, and a little brother. And it's just been really difficult within my family and with my relationships with my parents and just all that.
Do you want to tell me a little bit about your mom's illness?
Okay, so 2 years ago, it is February now, so about 2 years ago in March, my mom was diagnosed with ALS, which is like amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. And it's also known as like Lou Gehrig's disease, because the famous baseball player had ALS. They call it Lou Gehrig's disease. Yeah. But basically, it's I don't know if it's muscles or like it kind of starts in like a hand or a foot, and your body deteriorates from the inside out, basically. So like it'll start like with my mom specifically. Like it started in her right foot, and we were like it's funny now. Like it's not funny, but we were in Europe, and we were in like a train station in Paris, and my mom, like, we were like, Mom just cannot handle her wine this whole trip, you know, just because there's cobblestones everywhere, and so we thought that she was tripping. Yeah, so I mean, like, obviously she wasn't nearly as bad as she is now, like, back then, 2.5 years ago, and we're like, Mom can't handle her wine again, and so she's falling on these cobblestones, and then we're in Paris, and we're on this trip, like, we're going up an escalator, and my mom, all of a sudden, we're all at the front going up, all of a sudden, there's like, oh! In the back, my mom falls down the entire thing with all of her luggage, and brings down, like, all these people with her.
Oh my God.
I can't open my mouth. Oh, she's fine. I mean, we're all like, are you okay? We're laughing so hard, but that's a good memory. But it kind of started out like that, and she wasn't able to, like, lift her right foot correctly when she walked. Basically, backtrack. She had thyroid cancer my senior year of high school, and she had her thyroid and her lymph nodes removed around December, and then I swear it was like after surgery, like it kind of jump-started some weird physiological changes in her body, and ever since that surgery, she just wasn't able to lift her right foot correctly, and then it got, more noticeable up in, like my freshman year of college 2 years ago, and then in March, she was diagnosed after she had, like, a bunch of, like, spinal taps and just a bunch of tests done by her endocrinologist, I believe. And so it's been really tough. She hasn't gotten a lot worse, actually, which is really, really good. It's now kind of like up to her knee, and like it's a lot of weakness in her like left leg as well. And so walking, she's a cane now, and like when we go out when she came for my sorority's mom's weekend, like we can't go out with like all my friends, and we can't do normal things, and shopping, she has to find a handicap parking spot because she cannot walk. She needs to hold on to something wherever we are, and so that's been difficult. And it's been a big deal with my little brother because he's a freshman in high school, and he's going through that little teen angst phase, and so he's like that phase where you're embarrassed of your parents kind of thing, and you don't really want to be around your parents, and it's even worse because my mom's sick, and so, she's clinging to him kind of, and he's like, get away from me, like, he's like embarrassed of her bringing her cane to like sporting events and stuff, and my little sister, is a senior in high school, and she's fine with it. She's kind of my mom's primary caretaker whenever my dad's at work and whatever, and she's always like there for my mom whenever she needs her, and so she's fine with it, but my little brother is just like, do not use that, it's embarrassing for him. But
has your family had to make any big like physical adjustments? Like, I know there's got to be a ton of emotional adjustments too.
Physical? What do you mean by physical?
Like you had to do anything to your house, or like do you have just
no
things?
Thankfully my house is actually the master bedroom's on the first floor, and so it's only a couple stairs up, from the garage or from the front door or whatever, and then the threshold, of course. But other than that, no. Basically my mom hasn't gotten that much worse. But usually ALS, people are gone in about a year, 2 years.
Oh, wow.
And so we're really lucky. I think we always like go on, my parents didn't want us to, but we go on the ALS website and like look things up because that's just natural. But like the longest case was like 17 years someone had it. So we're like really hoping that she can make it till then, because at the pace she's going now, she could be around for a lot longer, or she could just immediately jumpstart into severe or really quick progression, I guess. But I guess my dad's pretty handy. He's an engineer, and so if need be, he would make a ramp. He would do some weird thing where she could like teleport across the house. Weird like that. But other than that, we haven't really needed to do anything like that. But
what does the treatment look like? Has that been hard, or has that been?
There is no cure for ALS, actually. So there's been so many studies with it, but she has it's called IVIG. I cannot remember intravenous something. It's basically blood transfusions it's blood collected from like, it has like a crazy amount of protein in it, and some days like she'll have it and feel really good that day and like be able to like walk a lot. Her mobility is like a lot better, and then some days she's just like really weak and like I have to come home and like help her, just do stuff around the house while my siblings are in school. But that's the only treatment she really gets, and we got it covered by our insurance. It's like $60,000. It was like incredible that we got it covered. So she started that about a year and a half ago. So that's been going pretty well for her, I think. Hopefully it like works or something. Yeah. But there's no cure, so
Where's home? Is that an easy
Kansas
place to
City,
get back from?
just Leawood, 35-40 minutes away.
That can still be hard though to get all the way home, especially
with
when you're so
class
involved,
and stuff sometimes.
Yeah,
I go home on Sundays and we watch Downton Abbey and Walking Dead, so that's awesome. Favorite pastime for us. So Sundays I've been going home a lot this semester, but other than that, it's been kind of hard with classes and everything. Yeah.
Do you feel like, is it like brought your family closer together in some ways? That you can spend time together? Or?
Well, my older sister lives in Dallas. She went to TCU and just graduated last May, and she got a job in Dallas, and so she's working down there and everything. And so she's kind of, she's obviously a part of our family, but she's not really like a part of what's going on right here. Yeah. And then I'm in college, and so my siblings are at home, and my little brother always wants me to come home, and I can't. I'm here, and this is like where my like life is and everything, and it's, I don't know, it's been kind of hard.
Yeah. I can't imagine.
Yeah, but I don't know, it's a fact in my life, so I'm not really like that emotional talking about it. Like freshman year, I was like a waterworks about it, and a little bit last year, but other than that, I'm kind of used to it by now, and it's not really an issue anymore. I don't really cry about it at all, so. It just, I feel for my little siblings the most. Yeah. My little sister is going off to college next year, and she's going to TCU as well. So it's like an 8-hour drive or a flight away. Yeah. And so she's really, really scared to leave my mom and everything. And my parents are really, really excited for her to go, and so she, feels comfortable going. But then it's just like she doesn't want to leave my mom. Right. My little brother is not, responsible enough and mature enough to take on a responsibility like that.
To be alone in the
house.
Yeah.
And being the only boy and the youngest child, like he doesn't want to be like alone without his sisters and everything, and especially with all this, it's just kind of like a really big emotional pull on him.
Do you think your sisters will be able to reconnect then if they're both in Texas?
They're both really excited to have like Sunday dinners and stuff, and TCU is in Fort Worth, and so which is only 35-40 minutes away from Dallas, so it's like Lawrence to Leawood, so it's kind of like the same distance, so they'll get to be together a lot and then fly home together if need be. So
and that's cool that they can be together, and like you and your brother can be together too, and none of you's like alone.
I know, but it's just it sucks that like my whole family's not like here, but my parents, my older sister wanted to move home, but they were like, you need to stay, keep doing what you're doing, because you'll regret it forever if you didn't do what you want to do. And she really loves her job. She does advertisements for McDonald's, and so like she really likes it. Yeah. She's breakfast ads, so if you ever see breakfast ads, her. But she really likes what she does, and so my parents didn't want to, like, pull her away from that.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, I don't want to feel responsible for it,
Right.
even though, like...
That's a lot of pressure on
yeah.
her.
Yeah, but I just feel bad for my mom because she, I mean, being there for her grandkids, it's, like, one of the most sad things that we can even, like, talk about. She wants to be a grandma so bad. Well, maybe not now, but,
right.
like, 10, 15 years, but, yeah, she just wants to, like, be there and be at her weddings and stuff, and so we're, like, praying that, she'll be around for a lot longer, but, you know, if she's not, then it's something that we'll deal with when we cross that bridge, but...
Does it feel like there's pressure to do a lot of stuff now? Like...
Yeah, but we don't, you know, as for, like,
really
vacations and stuff, it's hard for... Like, we go to Colorado every year, and we have a house out there, but, she can't hike anymore, and it's just... traveling takes it out of her. I mean, she has to recover for, like, 3 days just from flying and then walking to the car, walking through terminals and gates and stuff, so, I don't know. We went to Europe one time, so that was, like, an experience in itself, and, you know, there's not, like, my parents wanted to travel a lot, and they wanted to retire, and, you know, they've been married for almost 30 years next year, and so,
awesome.
I don't know, it's just, I don't really know, I don't really talk to my dad that much, and we don't really talk about their relationship too much. I mean, they're obsessed with each other, my dad will never leave her, but, I don't know, it's just been really depressing because, we're not very close with my dad. He's a lawyer, and he's not around very much, and so, I mean, what is he gonna do with 4 kids when my mom passes? So, I don't know. Like, my mom knows all my friends and stuff. Yeah. And he doesn't.
Pretty hands-on with that kind of stuff.
So, he knows, like, I think 4 people that I graduated high school with.
Yeah, like faces.
Yeah, it was, like, neighbors
and
someone I played soccer with, and he's friends with her dad, so that's about it. So, that kind of sucks, but I don't know. I guess it's an opportunity to, like, you know, get closer to him and stuff, and I don't know, in this time we all can, like, make new memories with my mom and stuff, and I don't know. I've had my really good friend, her father passed a couple years ago, and so she's given me a lot of advice about it, but I don't know, I don't know.
Yeah. You said something about prayer. Is that something that brings your family?
We're like my parents are really strong Christians. We're all really involved in our church, and my sister goes to a church in Dallas. And so I haven't really gotten involved.
A real strength thing. Yeah.
I haven't really gotten involved with one here, but
that's pretty common.
Yeah, I mean, I read the Bible and stuff, like,
for sure,
pretty often, and I mean, I think about it a lot, so it's definitely something that's always on my mind. Freshman year, I was really, really, really active in my, like, faith and everything, and I went to church a lot and Bible study, and so that was, like, a big help, and my mom and I would pass along Bible verses to each other, you know, just to, like, get through the day and stuff freshman year, and now it's just kind of like I'm worn out from it, and so I'm,
It's good that you guys can have a community through that too, for sure, and that you can find some, like, peace in that, hopefully. Yeah.
So, I don't know, hearing my mom talk about, you know, like, going to heaven and stuff like that, that's something I can't fathom it. I don't want to think about it, but I guess it is, like, it is kind of a comfort to know that everything will be fine and everything. It just, I don't know. We communicate a lot, but then again, like, when I'm home, like, we don't. And, like,
Does it feel like you can't talk about it when you're at home, or is it just like...
I don't want to say that she complains a lot about it. Okay, this is going to sound horrible, but, like...
No, I understand.
And, like, I don't want to sound selfish about it. Like, my siblings and I talk about it a lot, but...
You can wear at you after.
I
understand.
Sometimes she'll bring it up. We'll be having a great day, like, great conversation, like, great dinner, and, like... And then she'll just bring it up, and we're all just like, shut up. Like, do you have to, like, don't.
Right.
Like, everything was fine, and then it just ruins the mood for the whole night.
You talk about it another time, but that's gotta be frustrating.
Yeah. And then, like, I don't know, like, my sister and I both had, like, my sister had her last mom's weekend for her sorority, like, in Texas, and then I had mine last year, and both of us were talking about it, that it was in the same month and within, like, a week of each other, and she had hers first, and then I had mine the next weekend, and she was like, good luck with mom, because she can't, she's not as mobile anymore, and, getting around places. And once I had mine, it was just like, oh, man, like, shopping was such a struggle. I mean, because they, apparently a lot of stores had, like, discounts and stuff on masks, and we went, and, like, parking, it was just the biggest struggle ever, and I don't want to sound selfish, but it's just, like, it sucks, because everyone else's mom is, like, well, I mean, there are people that, don't have moms around and everything, so I'm pretty lucky, but it just sucks, because, like, I went through,
its own way
because I had her when she was, like, healthy when I was in high school, and so it's really weird that she's not now.
Adjustment.
And, it's a huge adjustment.
Fast one.
Yeah. So, it's been a struggle, and, with all of us, and I don't know.
Yeah.
It's something we're all working on, but we just need to, I don't know. My brother needs to talk to somebody about it, because I'm not there for him every day, and I don't know. We all need to get help. Basically, we all need help.
I mean, it's such a hard thing. It's like you can't really do it. It's too much to put on just you, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it sounds like you guys have a really good, like, system in place.
We do. Yeah, and we're all really close. So.
That's good.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you